Tonight, our first player is Carl Anderson. Our second player is Cat Bond. Our third player tonight is Jerry Benson-Montgomery. And our fourth player tonight is Jason Wenger.
All right, for those of you who have not seen our show before, we play for points. The funnier they are, the more points you get. Whoever gets the most points at the end of the night wins the bell. They fight for it, they love it, they covet it, they have to give it back because we only have one bell. All right, who knows about improv? Give me a clap. We're gonna be full tilt tonight. We're gonna get everybody across the middle here. In improv, there's a thing called group mind. And what group mind is all of us coming together and being more powerful than one thing. And so we're going to start with a group mind exercise to get us going tonight. And the way they're going to do this exercise is this game, this fun time, is they're going to tell a story one word at a time. All right, so what I need from you is, hi, I like your best.
Thank you.
What is your favorite person, place, or thing? A noun. Starts with the letter
Person. Starts with a what?
R. Letter R.
R. Robert Redford.
Robert Redford, that is awesome. And in the back there, how would you describe your dinner tonight? You two, one of you.
Delicious. Cheesy.
You're going to be doing the story of the cheesy Robert Redford. Okay, so we are going to hear the story of the cheesy Robert Redford. None of us know that one.
Yeah.
So here we go. The cheesy Robert Redford. You're on the spot.
One
Time there was
Robert
Redford who
became
famous.
why he
became
Famous
was because
he
was
so cheesy.
he
was
Very cheesy.
and
also
Very handsome.
because
women,
Love cheesy.
men
everyone,
Wanted his
autograph
all
the time.
he
couldn't
Even eat
a
sandwich
of his
liking
without
getting harassed.
by
women.
Man, I
no
What
want
in
my
life. I
want
to
free the
women
from
my tyranny.
All I kept thinking during that story was like, he should be eating something from Newman's Own. Oh, yeah. You got Paul Newman and Robert Redford. That is a blockbuster waiting to happen. Nobody out there? Hello? Wow. I think my wife was out there.
yeah
I heard someone go, that's cute. All right, let me get up Carl and Jason right here on the spot. Carl and Jason are going to start a scene where each next sentence they speak must start with the next letter of the alphabet. If they pause, if they hesitate, or if they start a letter with a word that makes sense, but with a word that is the right letter, but they cannot make sense of the word in the sentence, then we're going to make the game show buzzer noise. And for those of you out there, the game show buzzer noise goes how? You are awesome. All right, and at that point, either Jerry or Kat will come down and take one of the players' places and continue. As a team, all four of you have 90 seconds. This first line of dialogue that somebody wrote in the lobby will determine our first letter of dialogue. Thank you. And may I ask you this, where are you going tomorrow that's outdoors, or that you required to do? Outdoors, yeah.
Backyard.
Yeah, you guys are in the backyard. All right, so you're in the backyard, and this is your first line of dialogue, and that determines your 90 seconds starts now.
Last night I was at Michael Jackson's house.
more give me more
No, man, too crazy.
oh you got to
People were dancing.
quickly please Michael Jackson's my favorite guy
Really fast, Thriller, 48 times in a row.
So, what down?
Underwear, flying off. Golden hands.
So, what went down?
12 people all dressed up and started impersonating him.
Under what kind of drug were they or what?
Very bad one.
Well, were they able to do it?
Xylophones prevent me from being able to hear that answer because of the deafness in my left ear that they caused during band.
Yes, I know about that.
Zippity doo-dah, you're supportive.
Oh, all right.
But tell me what you did last night.
Can dancing.
Don't tell me you started that again.
Every time I do, I just feel enlightened.
15 seconds.
Fascinating. Do one.
Good.
Hey, yeah.
I learned that in my dancing class.
Jeez Louise, that's slick.
Knowledge.
And I'm going to give Carl extra points for the dance and ending it on the word knowledge. That's what the end on Nebraska stands for, right? Okay, well, what did I start it? No, I did not. Hey, let me ask you this. What is something you would like to know more about? What did you Google recently?
How to use my cell phone.
How do you know what? We have an expert on cell phones. That dude right there, Carl Anderson, he has been using a cell phone since the 70s. He was like Mannix. He had that big brick in the car. Call the mobile operator, get a number up. Asking him questions about cell phones will be Mr. Jason Wanger. And playing his Armstrong will be the beautiful and lovely Kat Bond. Let's find out more about how to use your cell phones. You are on the spot.
The 1970s was a wild, wild time. People were wearing bell-bottoms. Some people were inventing cell phones. I have with us today Karl Marx. Not that Karl Marx. This Karl Marx, the inventor of the first cell phone. Hi, Karl.
Hey!
So, hey, how you doing?
Communicate with me,
I'm sorry. Don't use that to touch people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let it go.
Okay.
Carl, I always thought the cell phone was invented like 10 years ago, not in the 70s. How did you do this in the 70s?
First off, you have to have power, and then you have to have a box to put stuff in. So I put stuff in this box, see, and then I would sew it all together with little wires and things like that. And I put one little part up in my ear, and then I throw out the excess parts. It had nothing to do with cell phones. And I would pound out a beat on the top. And it was the first boombox too, by the way. I'd get a really rocking beat going, and people would start dancing, and I'd just yell at them, "Hey, you hear me over there?" And we were communicating, and I'd listen, and they'd say stuff back like, "What the heck's wrong with you?" And it would come in my ear. That was the first cell phone.
That is incredible. That is incredible. Now, they didn't have microchips back then, correct? So there must have been a tremendous amount of power. A lot of electricity. Was it dangerous to have a cell phone back then?
Big time dangerous. It was so dangerous. You had to claw your way away from the horrible danger. You'd come down the street, you'd open up a curtain and go, "Oh my God, look inside there. That's horribly, I'm going to beat you down." Just some like kid hanging out or something like that, And I'd fish for him. If you get the right one, you can just slap him around. You do what I say when I say it. Now, powerful, huh?
Alright, let me get those house lights up if I can, Miko. Everybody give Miko Khan on lights a little love.
Yeah.
I would like to get two women from the audience to come down and help me if I could. You're not a woman, sir.
No.
You're not her, sir. I said volunteer. Thank you.
All right.
Would you like to pick another lady to help you? Would you like to pick another woman to help you?
Sure. Who wants to?
I didn't ask them, I asked you.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Give it up for Emily, first of all.
Yeah, Emily.
And Tia, give it up for both of them, please. Yeah. How are you tonight?
Good.
Good. Are you ready to have some fun?
Yes.
All right. We're going to get up here, Jerry and Jason, we're going to get the J boys up here. And they are going to get up here, and you're going to get behind them. So now you're out, you're hidden, you're feeling better, you're feeling more scared. And I want to let you know, these guys cannot move themselves. You are going to move them for them. And they have lots of joints in moving. You can just like put one finger up, or this is a common pose for Jason to have right here, where he's like a peace sign. So and just like, actually, Bill, it's more usually up like that. So you'll see that there's different ways to move them and different ways. And once you put them in a position to stay like that, yeah, you can move their heads to like that, or you can, don't adjust his neck, you're not and his ear cannot stay like that. She's already tormenting him. You're lucky you got this one. Tia's a monster. Okay, I'm kidding, Tia, I love it. All right, if Tia and Emily, if you want them to move their legs, just pull the pants, and they will move their pants, and they'll move their legs. Okay, you don't have to pick up the arms and like that, okay? And so bend and twist, get a feel for your guy, and put them in a starting position if you would, okay? So bend and twist them. All right, you got a feel for your guy? Good, okay. All right, good, let's stop there for a second, Tia. Good, oh, Tia, don't hurt Jerry, we gotta return him. Okay. This will be your first line of dialogue. I don't know what this is. Okay? You see two guys like this, where are you? You two are in a dance club. That'll be your first line of dialogue. Tia and Emily, you're going to move them non-stop. Here we go. Non-stop.
I'm in love with Richard Nixon!
Me too! I can't stop dancing to my love for Richard Nixon!
His short little troll body, I can't get it out of my mind! This is for you, Richard! We call this the Nixon Trixon dance!
Hold my hand! Let us express our love for Nixon!
You got a Nixon look on you right now! DJ, slow it down!
I would never cheat on you. I'm not a crook, I'd not steal your love.
Oh, those are words to my ears. Talk about your tax plan.
Twirl me, you mad devil!
Oh, Nixon, what were you doing in that hotel? You were dangerous. What were you guys doing? Stealing, huh?
Closer! I want to make out with you.
Oh, Nixon, you can make my Watergate anytime, baby.
That's great. That was like a really bad gay porn meet. Story. Yeah, it was really. I was waiting for you to be like, hey, my mouth is China, open it up. Wow. Nixon, open up China. What are you people? All right. Let me get up Carl and Kat. Carl and Kat are going to do a scene. This will be your first line of dialogue. Hey, when you're out and you're having a nice time, where are you besides here?
Bowling alley.
Yes! Do you two are at a bowling alley? Carl, you already got the shirt for it, so looks like mine. I know, Carl, we're going bowling after this, so so you're in a bowling alley, that's your first line of dialogue, we're playing forward reverse. You'll find out how the game goes shortly. Stop.
drop out of tax school.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Reverse. Yeah.
What?
Going to drop out of tax school.
Forward.
Going to drop out of tax school.
What?
Yeah.
You come from a long line of taxpayers. If you drop out of tax school, you won't know how to pay them.
Reverse.
You come from a long line of taxpayers. If you drop out of tax school, you won't know how to pay them.
Yeah. Yeah.
You come from a long line of taxpayers. If you drop out of tax school, you won't know how to pay them.
I don't understand that logic.
That's how Uncle Bill ended up in prison, John.
Reverse.
That's how Uncle Bill ended up in prison, John.
I don't understand that kind of logic.
You come from a long line of taxpayers. If you don't go to tax school, you won't know how to pay them.
Yeah. Yeah.
You come from a long line of taxpayers. If you don't go to tax school, you won't know how to pay them.
I don't understand that kind of logic.
That's how Uncle Bill ended up in prison, John.
That doesn't sound good. I guess I'm screwed.
I don't think I can bowl with you anymore.
But
Reverse.
Forward.
You're just unreliable.
Reverse.
You're just unreliable. I don't think I can bowl with you anymore.
Oh, I think I'm screwed.
That's how Uncle Bill ended up in prison. John. You come from a long line of taxpayers. If you don't go to tax school, you won't know how to pay them. What?
I'm gonna drop out of tax school.
At some point, Carl lost the use of language. Hey, can I get the house lights up, please? I know we got a small crowd, but a mighty crowd. Can I borrow somebody's cell phone?
Yeah. Somebody's cell phone?
Yeah, we just want to read your texts. That's in an effort of full disclosure.
I just deleted all of the texts.
Oh, lucky. The first time we did this, we didn't tell somebody we wanted to read their texts, and they're in the middle of a breakup. At that time, he actually was getting texts coming in like, "Why aren't you texting back? We're breaking up. Why are you disconnecting?" Not a good time. All right, so let me get up Kat and Jerry.
You can read his texts.
So Kat and Jerry are going to do a scene now, and you see Kat and Jerry, you think, boy, those two probably know each other how?
What?
They know each other through basketball, that's right. I'm going to make this work. You guys are in a work co-ed non-competitive league.
What are you saying, Eric?
I've seen you play. Actually, not with a basketball, just with any ball. Horrible. But you guys are getting ready for the big game, Jerry. It's a big game against your competitive counterpart in mailroom.
They're gonna be licked.
But like stamps. Kat may not say anything. She may only read your texts. So everything Kat will say will be from one side of the conversation on your text. So she might not read anything that you've written. She might be reading the other side of that conversation. So here we go. You're on the spot.
This is a big game tonight, Tina.
¿Cómo va lo de tu negocio?
I understand. I don't think you're going to be able to get into their heads that way.
Hola, una abejita me pregunta, ¿dónde puedo encontrar exista miel? Y yo la mandé.
You make several very compelling points there, but still, at some point we're going to have to play basketball.
Do you still have the copies of our taxes that you could fax to Monica?
Yes, I have the taxes. If you'll just concentrate on the game, because I can't lose to little Billy in the mailroom again, Tina.
En 10 minutos se trae tu equipo y llamada de equipo.
Sí, muy bueno.
Gracias, señor. Gracias. Muy bien. All right. Wow. I did not see that one coming.
I did.
Let's get one chair here and 3 chairs there. And we're going to send everybody back behind stage. And back before there was Date My Wife, Parental Control, and the Next on MTV, the original dating game was just called The Dating Game. What does our first bachelor do for a living?
Moth collector.
He is a moth collector. A moth collector. What does our next bachelor do for a living?
He's a chicken sexer.
A chicken sexer.
It's a job.
I know. A chicken sexer, great. And our final contestant is what?
In tax school.
In tax school. I love that we've had 3 scenes in a row where we've mentioned taxes. All right, our lovely veteran does what for a living?
She's a waitress.
She's a waitress. At what restaurant?
Chili's.
At Chili's. Here we go.
Hi, my name is Patricia. I will be dating one of you after this. If I could just ask a couple questions of each of you, that would be much appreciated. Bachelor number 1, what would you be interested in doing on our date?
Looking at you very closely. Listen, all of your little parts, things.
Bachelor number 2, what would you be interested in doing on our date?
There's a Frito-Lay's factory over in section G4 I gotta check out. I think we could head over there, get through that in about a couple hours, wash down in the detoxification shower, and then probably hit the sack.
That sounds thrilling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bachelor number 3, the same question, please. What will you do on our date?
Well, first I'd like to examine your assets. And then I've got some forms I'd like you to fill out.
Great. Bachelor number 2.
No.
The special tonight is me wearing a little black dress. What is something special about you?
1974. I'm going through a bag of Lay's. A full-grown rat bites my hand, pulls me inside the bag. It's a good fight for about 25 minutes. I pinned the rat, took him out. Consider that a good day. Pretty special day for me.
I find you somewhat scary, Bachelor number 2.
Yeah.
Bachelor number 3, the same question, something special about you.
Well, I've been known to confuse women with my figures. So I guess that's pretty special.
Cool. Bachelor number 1, same question.
Well, I have a very extensive collection of large proboscises.
Okay.
Glad you like that.
I just may.
Yes.
Bachelor number 3. I only get minimum wage, but I get a lot of tips, and it's because I'm so friendly, or I pick their pocket. How do you get by in life?
Well, I find I like to get by on my wits and being really, really good at counting.
I like counting. Bachelor number 1, same question. How do you get by in life?
Well, looking under things, looking for little nests and eggs.
I have eggs.
I'll bet you do.
Anyway, bachelor number 2. Same question, please.
You ever pull out a chip and it's like a little off color or burnt or maybe it's wrapped in hair? A lot of people aren't going to eat that. I'll eat it.
All right, so this is going to be Bachelor 1, 2, or 3.
Hard choice. I'm going to go with bachelor number 1. He seems thorough.
I hope you find Oh my God. That was we'll have the detox shower and exercise. Safety first. All right, let me, I love movies, but they've all become derivative. They're all, sequels, or they were originally books, or they were a movie that was made into a musical, that was made into a movie, that was turned into a book, a TV show from the 70s. Nothing's original anymore. So what we've got is, we've come up with an idea to help Hollywood. We're going to get 4 people up here. They're going to be the best pitch people in the business for us. They're going to pitch movie titles for us. If we like the movie title, I'm going to go like this, and they're going to give us a little bit more, like the IMDb synopsis of the movie. If we think that is worthy, I'm going to turn around to you, because I'm back to you, and I'll be like, let's see it! And when I say let's see it, we're all going to shout it together, so let's practice real quick. Let's see it! Good. And we will see a brief snippet of the movie. Now, here's the part where you come in. What haven't they made enough movies about? Like Moonwalking with Einstein, or, Jumping Bananas, or
Dracula.
Yeah, they do not have enough Dracula movies. Actually, I think there's about...
Orthodontists.
Yes. Do you mind if I take her suggestion? Yes, thank you. I'm glad you're saying orthodontists.
My movie! Straight from the top. A man finds that the only way he can get through life is by having straight teeth and a beautiful smile.
What color bands would you like?
Open up!
Overbite. Ving Rhames and Sylvester Stallone are old.
Retained. A story about several people on a vacation who are detained at the airport and then put into a retainer for people made by a crazy orthodontist who's also a vampire. Let's see it. Let's see it.
When are we gonna get out of here?
I don't know.
Flight 747 for Transylvania will be leaving in 5 hours.
There's a piece of noodle that's stuck on me.
Okay, we're only going to see that much of it. Oh, that looks good. I don't know why they haven't made that movie yet. What other things did they not make? By the way, that was your Dracula for you. She did a little nice thing there. What was something else they do not make enough movies about?
Taxidermy.
So we had to go 4 scenes again where we mentioned the word taxes. Taxidermy!
My movie!
What happened to Rover? A nearsighted taxidermist makes a horrible mistake when he grabs the family pet, and the lives are torn apart due to this accident.
Stop it! 3 mad taxidermists decide to go on a rage in an elevator. The door opens, all the patrons have been stuffed.
The stuffer stuffed.
Taxidermy. The story of skin that is very irritating. So
When I die, place me next to the front door so I can see you all as you leave for school. A dad who really loves his kid.
We're off to school now.
Oh, I hate it when they show the last scene. I hate it when they show the last scene. All right, give me a hand there. What is something else that they do not make enough movies about?
Appendicitis.
Appendicitis, thank you. Appendicitis.
My movie. Fit to burst. A man finds himself trapped in a burning building right as his appendix starts to burst. And he has to decide, should he do the surgery himself with a small charred piece of wood?
Girl, I got a bomb inside me.
Whoops, that was wrong. Blind doctor. Right over here. He's right there. Oh.
There's a lot of bumping around. What's going on?
Oh, that's his head doctor. He still needs that.
Okay, let's go there. Give me a hand. Oh, wow. Crazy. Hey, we just absolutely love that new iPhone 4S. You know what we love about it is Siri. Yeah. You can ask Siri anything, it'll tell you anything. And actually, the funny thing is the people from Apple came here to develop Siri. And we have our own version of Siri. And to walk you through this, Jason Wagner is going to introduce Siri for you, and let us get Siri out. So here we go, you're on the spot.
Okay, just to warn you, this is a beta testing prototype. It's not going to be what you see on your iPhone, but we really need to throw questions at it. Hard questions about life, love, anything you got. I want you to throw it at this mystical Siri, and it'll answer it for you. Anyone?
What's the meaning of life?
What is the meaning of life?
Good question. The
Meaning
of
life
can
Be
many
things
to
you
if
you
understand
that
it
means
there
is
no
end.
more
question.
Technology. Okay, how about something in love? Anybody have any questions about the current love situation they're in, or?
Will I ever find my soulmate?
Will I ever find my soulmate? I ask that every morning. Siri.
Good question.
If
You
Would
look
to
the
stars
you
will
see
that
the
soul
of
your
mate
is
dirty?
more questions.
Pollution, astrology. That's what love is, guys. That's what love is. Anything else? Anybody have any burning questions that they just need to get out right here, right now? This is your one chance.
I just can't get the guacamole quite right. What's the secret to good guacamole?
Excellent question. What is the secret to guacamole?
Good question. Avocados,
are
Great.
but
if
You
include
sauerkraut
it
is
the
best. More questions.
German and South American coming together. Any other questions? Anything? Burning desires? Anything people need to know right now?
How many parasites live between my toenails?
That is an excellent question. How many parasites live between this man's toenails?
Good question. Several
of
them
are
coming
to
the
toes
to
party.
I think the funniest whole thing in that bit was the woman next to that guy just going. That's my favorite part, at least. All right, that was fun. Let us get up on the spot, hey, everybody, and please take these lines down with you. What's going to happen is two players are going to come down. They're going to start a scene based on one of these lines in a physical position. At some point, someone in the back will yell, freeze! At which point the two players on stage will freeze. The player who yelled freeze will assume, the player who yelled freeze will come out, tap the player, assume his or her exact position, and start a brand new entirely different scene. So, Jason, if you could support your weight without using your extremities. Thank you. And Carl, if you could support your weight on Jason. Good. And that's how we're going to start, and you're on the spot.
Are you using those?
I've been pretty lazy lately, but I think I will need them, yes.
Good freeze, Cat. Good freeze.
I believe I am wearing your underwear if I'm mistaken.
I haven't been able to get up because my underwear does not fit right. That makes so much sense.
That's what I'm thinking, because I can't get up either.
Freeze.
Safe.
Why wouldn't...
Oh, you're cheeky.
Cheeky monkey.
We must ask ourselves whether this is even endearing entity or merely an ephemeral of an arbitrary moment in time.
I believe that you will find it is absolutely an ephemeral arbitrary of time.
I was feeling that.
Freeze. Is Pepsi okay?
Oh my God, I love Pepsi!
We're gonna heal you with Pepsi, okay?
Freeze. I can't believe I'm a robot!
I can't believe my girlfriend's a robot!
Best girlfriend ever.
Best robot.
Hey, let's get the house lights up, please. I would like to volunteer from the audience.
Yeah.
Okay, house lights down. It's okay, I'm a guy, I'm used to rejection. Did you wave your hand?
Yeah.
House lights up. Did you wave your hand?
Yes, you did.
Because I thought I saw that hand go up.
We saw it too, down here. Yeah, we saw it.
Everybody says you kind of moved. Everybody say, they moved, was that me?
Well, we saw it.
If this show is going 5 minutes later, longer because of her. So give her a hand.
Yeah.
We're going to take good care of Emily. Let's get the lights over here. Emily, would you rather be interrogated or go to a party?
Interrogated.
Awesome. All right. We're going to have, let me see what interrogator is. Yes, we are going to have, I actually had interrogation written down here. We are going to have Carl Anderson take you out of the lobby and tell you how to play this game. But before you go, let me tell you this. When you come back, you will be accused of a crime that has happened in a place with a famous person, and it's a crime that's not a crime. So it's going to happen in those 3 orders. So, yeah. So go on, and Carl will tell you how to play the game a little bit more.
Yeah.
Amy, right?
Yeah.
All right, that should be up by now.
That's right.
All right, so you open a door and you walk in this place. Besides a taxidermist's office or a tax accountant's office or anything to do with taxes, where are you?
Undertaker. In the federal building.
I heard the Undertaker. I wish I would have heard the federal building because I wish it was that easy to get in there. But I heard Undertaker. So, who is somebody famous who I would know who they are, being culturally not literate?
Beyonce.
I know who Beyonce is. So she's at the Undertaker's with Beyonce. And what's a pet peeve of yours? Something that kind of annoys you?
Toe jam.
Poke your
Third
nose.
piece of apostrophe.
I heard toe jam. What would you say, sir? Picking the nose. All right, so we're going to vote. Would you rather have picking toe jam or picking nose? You guys are a classic bunch here. So picking nose?
Yeah.
Picking toe jam? Toe jam, democracy, yeah. All right, so she's at the Undertaker's with Beyonce, and she's picking Beyonce's toe jam. You say, oh, I'd be like, sign me up. Just to be Beyonce, you kidding me? And she probably has no parasites there. Is that all I'm saying?
That is right.
All right, good. Okay, good. All right, on the count of three, let's yell for Amy. 1, 2, 3. Amy! You two are my interrogators. All right, Amy. Emily, thank you. Whoever said that, thank you.
Go ahead.
Emily, they made an impossible difficulty. All right, so this is going to be a very difficult. So we've got a timer here. I've got this lovely timing device, Emily. All right, so when this is done, you are done. All right, so no matter what we're doing, it's not going to last long. All right, and so Emily, you, my friend, are on the spot.
So, you've committed a crime. We need you to confess.
Emily. I heard a little birdie told me that you like hanging around boxes. Long wood boxes.
It's okay. I live at your mom's house.
Pine.
Your mom's creepy.
Mama loves her boxes. And you probably stopped by there. That's not what we're talking about right now.
No, there's something much more upsetting inside these boxes than what's in his mom's boxes. Because this is sort of a place where people like you that are alive aren't usually at.
You got dirt under your fingernails. Dirt you only find 6 feet under.
She made me do it. You can say that now, but where were you? Where were you? These dead bodies in boxes.
I can't talk.
She's being a tricky
Were you at the overgiver? Because I don't like overgivers.
Nor do I. That's why I think there's a place that's the opposite of an overgiver that you might go with pine boxes.
What would be the opposite of an overgiver?
Over. There isn't one.
There must not be. There is nothing that is the opposite.
Of over. What is the opposite of over?
Under.
So true. What's the opposite of a giver?
A taker.
And if you put them together,
Undertaker.
but you were here alone. No, it was your destiny to be there. It was your destiny, child.
You fulfilled your destiny because you were a single lady. All the single ladies do that.
So true. And that's why you went there with her. You and her, you single ladies.
What were you two doing?
We were polishing our shoes.
Were you paying the bills?
Yeah, and writing checks.
The telephone bills?
Your automobiles.
I don't like her.
Yep.
Maybe Jay-Z called to see if she was going to be late for dinner.
And he was like, say my name, say my name. And she was like, finally, you put my love on top, but you're just a boy. Then she hung up.
Okay, I did it.
We know.
All the single ladies?
The song, All the Single Ladies?
I don't
All
know.
the- Oh, you know?
I don't know.
Okay.
Sorry.
You know who Beyonce is?
Yeah.
All right. No, Emma, you were awesome. Give Emily a hand. Can you help me with one more thing? I've got a bag of popcorn, and I'm in the middle of the show, so I can't eat it.
Okay.
Do you like popcorn?
I do.
Give it up for Emily! Awesome. Oh, the Single Ladies. You know more about Beyonce, Kat, than I was like, I only had 2 clues that I understood about Beyonce.
Yeah.
And the rest I'm like, that was over my head, but you had like 1,000 clues.
I'm a fan.
I could get that on. Hey, let me get up on the spot. Carl and Kat, and behind them we're going to get Jason and Jerry. And we're going to play a game now where Carl and Kat are going to start a physical activity, doing some action, like rolling out some dough. The first one's going to say, "I'm rolling out dough." Try that exercise. Next person's going to be like, "I'm pushing my shopping cart, trying to get my shopping cart out of the other shopping carts." Try that exercise. And they're going to keep doing this motion over and over and over. When you stop, when someone says something that doesn't make sense, like, "I'm hula hooping," you're like, "That's not hula hooping." And you're going to make the game show buzzer noise, and then we're going to switch players, switch motions, and we'll keep going. Okay, so what is something that you would need to do with both hands? Like,
Drive a car.
driving a car. That's awesome. So here we go. I'm driving a car. Try that on for size.
I'm driving a car. Try that on for size.
I'm pulling on the lid of a safe. Try that on for size.
Hey, Barbie. Hey, Ken. Try that on for size.
I'm punching with no movement. Try that on for size.
Which beer will I drink first? Try that on for size.
I'm pulling this guy's ears to enlarge them. Try this on for size.
Shut up, little kid. Try that on for size.
I'm beginning to go skiing. Try that on for size.
Let me out of prison, please. Try that on for size.
I'm holding 2 flares. Try that on for size.
I'm holding a knife and a fork. Try that on for size.
I'm holding 2 nickels.
Man, you just got a tight grip on those nipples. What is something that requires you to use the upper half of your body? Not just your arms, but your shoulders, and your back, and your chest, and your torso.
Waving at the rescue plane.
Yes, I'm waving at the rescue plane. Jerry starts off.
I'm waving at a rescue plane. Try that on for size.
Go, team, go. Try that on for size.
I'm doing very non-jumping jumping jacks. Try that on for size.
I'm on Girls Gone Wild. Try that on for size.
I'm trying to dry off my armpits. Try that on for size.
I'm doing a new dance that's similar to the Macarena, but not really. Try that on for size.
I'm telling people to go away. It's scary over here. Try that on for size.
Hey again, Barbie. Hey, Ken. Now we're skydiving.
I'm signaling with semaphore. Try that on for size.
I'm in a straight jacket. Try that on for size.
I'm playing in the sprinklers. Try that on for size.
All right, what is something that requires you to use your entire body besides that?
La Macarena.
The Macarena. There we go, that's fine. Do you remember that?
I'm doing the Macarena. Try that on for size.
Yeah. I'm doing my evil Egyptian Swami dance. Try that on for size.
I think my paralysis is cured.
I'm trying to be one of the genies from I Dream of Jeannie. Try that on for size.
I'm telling you to steal home. No, I'm not. Stay on. Punch.
I got nothing.
What is one more thing that something that you have to touch another part of your body with, besides that? Like scratching your foot or
Yeah, scratching your back.
scratching your back. That's excellent. I'll start off.
I'm stretching my back. Try that on for size.
I put on my zippy jacket on the wrong side today. Try that on for size.
I'm pulling a big worm out of the ground. Try that on for size.